Здравейте!
Привет на всички, добре дошли! След броени минути ще започне презентацията на IULM University Милано, единственият специализиран университет за медии и комуникации в Италия. Готвим се за началото и очаквам още хора да се присъединят.
Вече имаме 34. Благодарим ви, че сте тук. Здравейте, Любомира! Добре дошли! Организационно да ви разкажа как ще протече днешното събитие. Ще стартираме с презентацията на Алберто Паравичини. Тя ще трае около 30 минути и след това имаме 10 минутки за Q&A сесия. Молбата ни е въпросите в Q&A да задавате в бутона в долната част на екрана. Има чат, в който можете да пишете. Алберто говори български, само да кажа, да го похвалим. И разбира български, но ако е възможно, въпросите задавайте на английски, за да проверим вие докъде знаете английски.
За да не губим много време в превода и за да имаме възможност да отговорим на повече въпроси. Също така.
Да, това прозвуча по-добре. Ще стартираме, предлагам в И2 да стартираме. Да дадем още една минутка. 43 души вече са с нас. Излъчваме на живо и във Фейсбук.
Всеки един от вас, който проявява интерес, може да получи запис от уебинара след края на събитието. Ще ви изпратим и подробна информация, свързана с условията за кандидатстване в университета, таксите и всичко останало. За да ви припомним информацията, която ще ви бъде съобщена сега.
А в края на събитието Алберто ще сподели линк към своя Calendly. Това е платформа, през която може да се запазва час. Ще имате възможност да се видите с Алберто на живо на one-on-one meeting. Тоест, вие персонално ще имате среща с Алберто. Имаме още минутка. Alberto, you're the boss now. You have the host.
Благодаря ви. Shall I start now?
I believe yes.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you. So, thank you everyone. And before I start, maybe I can say something about myself. And казвам се Алберто и много се радвам да съм тук с вас и бих искал да съм в София, но така е живот. И ще продължава на английски, защото моят български не е толкова добре, но не говоря, аз справям се. И учих за 6 месеца в София преди 20 година и така че нещо си спомня, но ще продължавам английски, защото малко ми е полезно сега. So I will start with the presentation and just to tell you a bit more that I've been studying at IULM University. I graduated from IULM University in 2003, and during my studies I had the opportunity to study in Sofia as well, and it was a terrific opportunity and something което е дълбоко в сърцето ми. И IULM University is located in Milan, first of all. And I assume that you all know a bit about the Italian university system. So we study just 1 year more at high school compared to Bulgaria. And then we have undergraduate programs lasting 3 years. And then 2 different kind of graduate programs. We have 2-year postgraduate degrees and 1 year masters. So I assume that most of you are interested in undergraduate programs, but if you want to know more about the graduate program as well, I will be glad to share some information. Before starting with the programs, an introduction about the university. The university is not as old as Bologna University, for instance. It's a bit more than 50 years old, and was established in 1968. At the beginning as a foreign language institution, so we had courses dealing with the foreign languages, dealing with English and all the European languages. But very soon the university shifted its focus, not only encompassing the languages, but also communication. And at the moment, IULM has become the center of excellence, the most important university in Italy for training in communication and media, but also tourism and the promotion of arts. We have 3 different faculties, 3 different schools. We still have one dealing with languages, the Faculty of Interpreting and Translation. Then the bulk of our programs sits in the Faculty of Communication. And of course, we also have the faculty dealing with arts and tourism. It's not a big, massive university. We can say it's just a medium-sized university. Our student body is about 6,500 students, because we've been growing a lot during the past 5 years, and is located in very close to the center of Milan, in a campus which is like an American-style campus, because everything is just in one place, very close. Buildings, classrooms, the library, and all the services are just in one place. We also have a very nice garden, and it's a nice place. Then in a few minutes I will show you a short video, and you will get a hint of this. The very core of our university, why IULM University is different from some other institution. First of all, because I told you it's not a big university, we are specialized. We deal with communication, and that's our cup of tea. But other important feature is it's being international, because of course we're born as a foreign language university, so we cannot be different from this. And people coming to IULM have the opportunity to spend an international experience in Milan, but also if they want to take some more global experience. So we have a partnership with a lot of universities all around the globe, and you can spend a 6 months experience, a semester abroad, both in Europe and elsewhere in the world. And one very important reason why students choose IULM University is because of its very close contact and very close relationship with the job market. So we don't just plan and design our programs to be very good academic programs, but something that can make an impact into the job market. We also have a very good career service, helping students finding job opportunities, internship opportunities, training for interviews, and what else you need to be a very young but good professional. And as I mentioned, something about it's being more a community than a big university. This is even more true because of its guidance services. So we try to help students, first of all, choosing the right career path, the right study program, and then we help them throughout their student life. So we help them with specialized and professional services, such as counseling or support services for the disabled ones, but also through a program run by students, which is peer tutoring. So, for instance, if you start studying at IULM, you will have during your first months, or even for the whole duration of your period there, a senior tutor. So it's just like an elder brother or sister that help you with the first steps into the university system. And one important reason to come to IULM, of course, it's being in Milan. So despite the very, dire situation we are all facing, Milan is still a very, very nice place to be, and with lots of things to do. You all know about the fashion district, design, food, and whatsoever. But something I can tell you is that Milan has internationalization and globalization in its DNA. Because if I can tell you something about the very first name of Milan, it was Mediolanum. It was something in Latin, something coming from a Celtic word as well, and meaning that Milan is in the middle of the land. So being in the middle means being a crossroad between cultures, among people, a trading post. And yeah, it's very true that it's very, very Italian city, but also a truly cosmopolitan city. So you will have a lot of fun, but also a lot of opportunities in the university. We are located very close to the Navigli zone, which is an area very nice. You can see something here. It's an area with canals. Even in Milan, we don't have a very an actual river like in Sofia, but we have canals. We don't have a lot of most, but we have some mosty as well. And so now I will show, if the technology supports us, a very short video about the IULM campus, and it's 7 different buildings, including also 2 hall of residence. So hope you can hear the video, and I will start with it. Oops, there was something wrong about the video. I will try just one more. Sorry for the interruption. There was some glitch with the video, but I hope you enjoyed this. And I really hope I can meet you all at our campus and live in presence. At the moment, we have a few Bulgarian students, including someone who has just started. It's it's degree and here at the university, and some of them are staying at our hall of residence. And you know that they had to go through quarantine, but they're very fine. And we also find out a very close by shop selling Bulgarian products, and so we plan to bring some Lutenitsa for comfort food to the people. So I will introduce you the programs we have. The majority of the undergraduate programs we have are still taught in Italian, and it cannot be different from this, as we are in Milan, and we are a truly Italian university, not only an international one. And the programs range from interpreting and communication, which is a very technical program for people who want to become an interpreter or a translator. We have communication, media, and advertising, dealing with media studies, dealing with the theory of communication and with the media languages, so cinema and theater, Facebook, whatever language that can convey a meaning. We have a program dealing with corporate communication. I will tell you a bit more about this because it is the only one which is offered in English as well. We have tourism management. We have the promotion of arts through the program named Arts, Media and Cultural Events. And last but not least, since the beginning of this academic year, we have also introduced a program in fashion and creative industries, which of course is very, very interesting. And it's not about being a stylist, of course. It's about managing the world of fashion and of cultural and creative events. Master programs, just an introduction, then I will like to know maybe from the chat if some of you are interested in master programs as well. We have a direct further studies about, from the bachelor ones. So we have translation and interpreting, television, cinema, and new media, which is very practical, of course, with a lot of labs. Marketing, arts, market, and cultural heritage, and those programs are taught in Italian. And then we have strategic communication and hospitality tourist management. Those programs are English taught as well. Loads of a lot of professional masters, both in Italian and English. Of course, one-year professional master are more specialized and more niche, I would say. So they touch upon different areas, ranging from journalism to food and wine communication, from game design to communication for international relations and diplomacy. So they are very varied in their approach. So if you bear with me some more time, I will tell you a bit more about corporate communication and public relation, and then tell you how to apply and what are the services we can offer, and also the financial support we can offer to students. Corporate communication and public relation is now it's third year, but so it looks kind of new, but it's new just in its English version, because the program in corporate communication was actually founded at IULM University in 1992. So yeah, it's been running for quite a long time. And it's, I mean, like a unique program. And what it's all about. So it's very easy to say, because it's, first of all, it's communication, but not just the theory of communication and understanding how to communicate, but the word corporate is very important because we use communication in such a program as a tool to achieve some specific goal. So regardless you're a public company, a private one, a non-profit, for-profit, big or little, even a tiny shop, village shop, you need communication. You need communication for anything you want to do as a company, as an organization. So it can be selling a product, it can be even, just raising the awareness for vaccines, or to introduce people for a more sustainable way of living. But communication can help you. And in this program, we teach how to be effective as communicator, but also to be efficient. So we combine both the theory and the tools of communicators, like for instance, with modules and examination like advertising, semiotics, information system, sociology, but also how to run a company. And so we have a good deal of management and economics in this program as well. Just think about this thing. If you're a company and you want to sell a product and you want to run a advertising campaign, for instance, the first thing that you're called to do is not just thinking about, what language to use, or which images, what content, but you will be challenged with something dealing with data. So you will be challenged with a budget, with some research to do about, your prospect target and consumers. And so you will, to be not an artist, but a professional communicator, so you need all this stuff. You need both the quality and the quantity. And this is exactly what we try to do in corporate communication and public relations. So train professionals dealing with all the different kind of internal and external communication. You can clearly see from the syllabus, from the study plan I'm showing you, that each year is divided into 3 main areas. So we have the management area, we have the communication one, and also the language one. We have an extended training in English, despite the program is all taught in English. And during the second year, we also have a second foreign language. And for people who do not have any proficiency in Italian, so if they don't have a B2 level in Italian, they will take a program, a course in Italian language. So you can even start and master the local language, which is a big boost in terms of career prospects. So, if you want to stay in Italy and have an internship, a little bit of local language is needed. Despite Milan is a city you can easily survive without speaking Italian, when it comes to the professional world, definitely it's needed. Okay. So how to apply for such a program, or even to the Italian taught programs? It's very easy. So you just need your high school diploma, nothing more than this, and a sufficient language, and sufficient English or Italian proficiency, depending on the language the program is taught. So for the program in corporate communication and public relation, you will be required a B2 level official language certificate, such as IELTS or TOEFL. And that's it. You don't need an Italian one. For Italian, an official certificate is not required because you all are European citizens. But still, we do suggest a B2 level in Italian. Otherwise, it won't be, any use in enrolling in such a program. If you don't have, I'm talking about the English program, if you don't have an English certificate, you don't need to rush and register for taking one. You can take a test submitted by IULM University. We will just send you a link. You will take an online test, which is an assessment for your English proficiency. So the first step is just submitting your qualifications for an evaluation. And I'm sure 99% of those of you, who are planning to apply for our university are eligible, because we pretty know the system in Bulgaria, and there are no issue about this. We have an application platform under the, you can see that the name there, it's apply.iulm.it. Just upload the application, and the application for the upcoming intake will be open from November on. So they are not open at the moment. We will confirm just in a few days your eligibility, and we will send you a link for taking an admission test. So the course, of course, the entering the course is subject to a test. It's a general assessment test, so you don't need to prepare on any books for this. It's a bit of logics, general knowledge, something like this, but you don't have to be scared about this, because it's not that easy, but it's within reach. So yeah, you can do this. So if you pass the admission test, then you can directly enroll, and then we will confirm your enrollment to the program, and you're in, and you're you're just a very student like we all been. Okay. So I think that if we have any Q&A, okay, yeah, we have someone interested in master. Thank you for sharing this with me, Kalina. And so I will just tell you a bit more about the master now. Okay. Yeah, I will talk very briefly about the Master of Science in Strategic Communication, which is very closely related to public relation and corporate communication. And even this program is including both technical competencies in communication and managerial competencies. So something related with the skills you need to be a manager, like any other manager. The aim of the program is training communication director, but someone who's be able to sit at the board of director with people dealing with finance or operation. So you will need a very good knowledge also of the basics underlining the running of a company. And something very interesting about this program, what is not just this program, it is being designed by and in collaboration with an advisory board. So what's an advisory board? It's just a bunch of people, a bunch of professionals we've gathered, and we ask them their needs. So it's communication directors or marketing managers. And coming from Italian, you might recognize some brands, of course, but also international companies. And they help us co-design the program. They are also teachers in such a program. And of course, they offer internship and placement opportunities to our students, which is, the very, very ultimate aim of any program, especially at master level. The program is very practical oriented, very hands-on, with a lot of group projects, with a lot of assignments. This is a common feature shared by any of our master programs. The program, of course, is very international in its design, but also offers some global outreach, including 2 dual degree agreements with a UK university, namely with the University of Huddersfield and Cardiff Metropolitan University, and a lot more study abroad opportunities ranging from Sweden to Australia, UK, and so on. And despite this year, it's very complicated to have such experiences. We have, at the moment, more or less 100 students in partner university across Europe. We don't have any outside of Europe because of this hard situation, but we hope to send some more in the second semester. A few words about hospitality and tourism management, which is a program dealing with tourism, of course, so it's more specialized, but first of all, it's a management program. So it's very peculiar in its curriculum. So the first year is spent in Milan at our university, and then students have 3 different options for the second year. They can choose and stay in Milan and finish with the specialization dealing with more with luxury tourism, or they can apply for a dual degree curriculum in collaboration at the moment with the University of Central Florida in the US, or if they speak French, with the University of Grenoble in France. Yeah, our partnership with such a university are very carefully picked because, for instance, the Rosen College of Hospitality at UCF is one of the top schools in hospitality and tourism. And the same goes for the University of Grenoble, which is very specialized in destination management and territorial policies. Lots of professional opportunities, even in such a program, which is much more than hospitality and running an hotel. You have to just bear in mind that the hospitality sector, despite the situation, is still growing. It has, of course, had just a stop this year, but it will resume its growth. Because it's been growing for 70 years now, and you have just to think about one thing, that a tourist is someone who moves from one place to another for any kind of reason. So any kind of support and services dealing with mobility, dealing with, for instance, event organization for sales has to do with tourism. Okay, application for such a program are very similar to the bachelor ones. You need a consistent bachelor degree. Of course, language proficiency in English or Italian as in the bachelor, and also a good basic knowledge about the topics of the program. So you will take a test in this case, of course, and the process is very similar. So you submit your qualifications and you apply, you take the test, and then you simply enroll. It's very easy. I will take a sip of tea, just a glötka chai, before telling you a bit more about the tuition and fees and the financial aids, because I'm pretty sure that you will be interested in such a slide. So we have a flat rate for international students. At undergraduate level, it costs €8,400 per year. And two-year master of science costs €9,800. Our university is a private university, so the prices, the tuitions are different from state university in Italy, of course, but we offer a lot of financial aid opportunities and scholarship. I will start from something provided directly by the university. It's a 50% reduction on the first year tuition fees, which is exclusively based on merit. So if you qualify, and qualifying means that your high school final score is 70%, so it's not that lofty. You can definitely make it. I mean, you are eligible for such a reduction. And the reduction on the first year tuition fees, we can confirm this based on your transcript and also on your expected final score. Can be renewed for the second year and also for the third year for bachelor, and the same goes for the following years of a master. And will be based on merit. So renewal is based on the number of credits you achieved during your first year and second year and so on. We also provide on-campus accommodation for international students. So we set aside some slots, some beds for international students at a very special rate, which is 280 euros per month, which is very, very low compared to the Milan standard. If you don't get in our hall of accommodation, of course, we offer also a lot of support for finding good and not that expensive accommodation elsewhere in Milan. We have a few partnerships and a lot of support services that are quite efficient. And as any Italian university, of course, we provide also the DSU, which are also called regional scholarships. Regional scholarships are based both on merit, just the same requirement as the tuition reduction. So for bachelor programs, you need to qualify with 70%. But they are also based on income. So a bit of paperwork is needed for such application. So you have to go through a translation of your fiscal documents related to your household property, income, and whatsoever. But if you qualify, if you're eligible, first of all, you're eligible for tuition refund. So first you pay, but then you get the tuition you've paid back. And if you're well ranked in the ranking of the scholarship, you can get also a grant. So not only tuition refund, but you can get a grant up to 4,500 euros, plus some help and support in accommodation, and also a free meal per day. So definitely, I mean, something which is substantial as an aid. All right. Yeah, we have a lot of one-year master, like game design, communication for international relations, hospitality. Of course, these are niche programs, and we can talk about this in personal interviews if you want, personal meetings, even marketing and sales. But I mean, I don't want to take more of your time and leave some time for your question and answers. So just, yeah, I will just say goodbye and end the presentation with this sentence, which is even more true nowadays. Those who can manage the change can master the future. And I'm sure that you can do this. So we are looking forward to seeing you all in Milan. And сега благодаря ви много за вниманието. And of course, you can refer both to Skylines, which are our official representatives in Bulgaria. And they helped us a lot during the past year. So they're, I mean, more than partners, I would say friends with many of them. You can rely on them. If you want to talk directly with us, of course, we have all these different contacts. We have admission@iulm.it, we have a landline and also a WhatsApp number. You can drop a line or just chat with us anytime. And then after the Q&A session, yeah, I will share the Calendly, and you can book a personal appointment with me or my colleagues, and we will be extremely happy to talk to you. And so I think, yeah, we have some time now. I will leave this a bit, and we have some time for Q&As. And all right. Okay, so Kalina, thank you. Right. And So I think that my friend Skylines can just moderate some of the question, if any. I don't know if you're allowed to open the mic. If you are, please do. I will stop the sharing of the presentation. All right, and be back to you. So I'm very glad to see that we have 42 participants with us. Okay, okay, we have a very interesting question, which is, can we apply for more than one scholarship? Okay, how to make it simple? Yeah, generally speaking, yes, you can. So because our tuition reduction is not a scholarship, it's just a reduction. So you can have our tuition reduction, and then you can also apply for the regional scholarship. Of course, I mean, you will get the 50% on the tuition fees, and then a year after you will have the 50% you have paid back. And then during the first year, you can also have the grant. So yes, at the end of the year, you don't pay anything, but you benefit from some support if you get both. Definitely, yes. Please don't hesitate if you have any other question. Okay. Yeah.
We don't see other questions so far, Alberto.
Okay. Okay. If someone wants to speak or to tell something, I mean, I can. I assume they can raise their hand and we can allow to talk. Am I right? More should be.
More should be. We haven't done it in a previous.
Okay, okay, that's great. Hope the weather is fine in Bulgaria at the moment, as it is here in Milan. We have a wonderful sunny day, fall day.
Same here. I mean, it's cold, but this weekend is sunny.
Yeah.
So
I can share something about the situation here. Yeah, because everyone is talking about this pandemic. Yeah, I mean, at the university, the situation is quite relaxed. So, I mean, we are running our programs in a blended mode. So we have some programs are held physically on campus, and but the majority of the classes are still held online. Our university services and offices are open to the public. And we are with all the, the necessary measures and safety measures, but we are having direct contact with the students and everything is not as normal as it used to be, but some kind of normality we're having. So yeah, and not very worried about the future, but yeah. Being safe, but hoping to come back to a more relaxed time very soon, and also open to traveling. We are having international students, students who managed to come, and more are joining in the next year, in the next months.
Hello, Alberto.
Hello, Dimitar.
Hi, nice to see you again. Can you post your calendar in the chat room so the students can make their meetings with you?
Exactly. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for the wonderful presentation, by the way.
Can I ask to the students if some of them speak Italian? Because we have a lot of Bulgarian students speaking very good Italian. So if someone can share this in the chat. Okay. Vasilena, okay. Ah, that's great. Some of them maybe are attending the Italian schools. Don't be shy. All right. All right, that's great. Yeah. So, do you think, Dimitar, we can meet the students personally very soon? Are you planning to have something in Sofia for the next year or elsewhere in Bulgaria? So I do miss our live events.
Well, Alberto, as soon as you're ready to come to Bulgaria, you're very welcome, and we will conduct a seminar, actually.
Okay, looking forward to coming.
Starting from January.
Sure.
Sorry.
I will take a question from Stella. What IELTS score is needed? Yeah, I mean, the minimum IELTS score needed for a B2 level is 6. Which is not that high. So we take IELTS 6 and more.
Okay, can you say about this one-year master program?
Yeah, okay. So about the one-year master program, requirements are pretty much the same about for enrollment. So of course, you need motivation and you need to go through an interview with the course coordinator. So, for instance, if you're interested in the game design program, you can just apply, and you will go through an interview. And for instance, this is a very practical program. So the aim is not to becoming an IT expert, but it's a program dealing with script writing about games and video gaming. So like designing the world beyond the video game. And the final aim of the program is to create an actual demo, an actual beta version, and because we also have a lot of collaboration, for instance, with companies and also with exhibition and events, and students present their demo, the video game demo during a game week, which is held in Milan at the end of October each year. The same system, the same kind of practical approach is there in any of our one-year master. And something very interesting about this one-year master is that most of them also include a study tour. So you attend classes, but at some point of the year, you also take what is like more like a school trip. So you, for instance, for the communication for international relations, you go and visit the UN in New York, the Congress in Washington, and interact with the people dealing with international relations, lobbying, diplomacy, and so on and so forth. And the same goes for the master in international tourism and hospitality, for instance. So they spend 1 week and 10 days in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, visiting our alumni, living there and working in the hotel chains there, and interacting with people in the hospitality sector and also in the destination management sector. For instance, last year, they went to Dubai and they met with the people organizing the expo for Dubai 2020. Of course, it's no more 2020 because it's been rescheduled, but still, I mean, it was a terrific experience nonetheless. Yeah. International marketing and sales, they go to the Silicon Valley in California and visit companies dealing with, for instance, with Salesforce, dealing with the management of a customer relationship and with sales. Yeah, so it's a terrific opportunity, I would say, to have something more. And it's included in the tuition fee, so it's not an extra. Yeah, so you have to bear this in mind. And another thing which is included in 1 year master is an internship. Internship is possible for all our programs. It's very easy to land an internship, both in Italy and elsewhere in the world. But for 1 year master, you have an internship. Like we find an internship, the director of the program consulted with the student to help them find their dream internship. So it's guaranteed that you have such a professional experience. So very typically 1 year master are 6 months like training, like classrooms, and 6 months with internship. I can't hear you, Dimitar. The mic's off.
Sorry, yes. Can you please explain what exactly this Calendly means to the people?
Yeah, Calendly, I mean, is just a set of opportunities, a set of dates and times, and you can book a meeting personally with us. So I will be there and answer all your questions very openly, and you can ask anything you want. So you just book an appointment, and then we will reach out to you for having such a meeting.
So the students can click on this link now and book a meeting with you. Is that right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
There are lots of slots available at the moment because we've just opened it. And that's very easy. You just book it, and if you want to cancel it later, no problem at all. You can do it through the Calendly as well. But I mean, even outside those opportunities, of course, you can book an appointment with us, or you can reach out to Dimitar, Evelina, and everyone at Skylines, and they can put you in contact with us, even outside those slots.
Thank you very much, Alberto.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So I think we've run out of time. I thank all of the attendees. I was reading Evelina. Okay, another presentation to do in 10 minutes. For my colleagues at the University of Padua. So I thank personally Gargana, Kalina, Yugomira, Maria, Penelope, Petia, Ralitza, Stella, Svetlin, Tamara, Teofana, Tonika, Vasilena, Victoria, Jana, Javor, Victoria и Evelina Ivanova. So, merci много. I really liked it to meet you all in person.
Благодаря още веднъж, Алберто. На всички останали, за ваше улеснение, линкът, който моята колежка Ивелина постна, е към следващата презентация на университета в Падуа. Once again, thank you very much, Alberto. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alberto. Thank you.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.